So pretty much from a really young age, from myself, like around 12 years old, I've been always really into dieting and pretty health conscious about the foods that I eat. And this is pretty much carried into my life now. I'm 20 and I pretty much eat very healthy right now as well. So when you are figuring out your diet, you're gonna really want to understand what direction you want to go in. So in the context of a diet, you can either be in a bulk, a cut, or in a maintaining phase. So with the maintaining phase, it's a little bit different because with maintaining, you're going to be eating around your maintenance calories, right? But your body weight is going to go up a little bit. So with that and lean bulking, it's a little bit of a gray area, but usually there's three: bulk, cut, maintain. So out of these three, depending on the goals of what you want to do, if you're a little bit overweight, you're going to do a cut. If you're underweight, you're going to do a bulk. If you're really happy with the way you are, want to make a little bit of muscle over time, you're going to main gain. Now with main gaining, it can work, but you need to be really careful. You need to be tracking your weight week to week. Make sure you're going up, or if you want to go down, go down. But it should be very small improvements. Now, the next step is a really simple one that people overcomplicate a lot. It's going to be finding a macronutrient combination that you like. Now, Now, I want you to not overcomplicate this. This one really isn't that big of a deal. It's more dependent on what you like. So for myself, I like eating a lot of carbs. So I eat a diet really rich in carbs. I get around moderate protein intake. And for fat, I don't really count that at all. Because with fat, yeah, people really overcomplicate how much fat that you need in your diet. You only need a lot of fat. Say if you're really shredded and have no fat on your body, then you're gonna need to supplement that from somewhere, right? So, and for someone else, they might want to do a really high protein diet or really high fat diet. That's okay as well. The main thing is just sticking to the diet that you like and figure out if you want to be in a calorie surplus, deficit, or maintenance. Now, if you are lifting weights, even if you're eating a high fat or high protein diet, you're still going to want to eat some carbs so you can supplement your training and get the energy that you need, because carbohydrates are the main energy source of the body, and you're going to want to put that towards training. Now, no matter what macronutrient source you want to mainly choose from, a rule that you want to stick to is eating primarily whole foods. So what does primarily whole foods mean? Primarily whole foods means foods that God intended you to eat. So that's mostly going to include fruits, vegetables, wheat, and meat. So in my diet, I like to eat a lot of berries, a lot of bananas, kangaroo, beef, chicken, tofu, a lot of foods like that are very nutrient dense. They're going to support your recovery a lot, and you're going to really feel full while eating them. Now, why are you going to feel really full while eating them? This is because the micronutrients inside of these foods are a lot more abundant than, say, if you were eating McDonald's. And because of these foods, they have so many micronutrients, it takes your body a bit of time and more effort to break down these nutrients and really absorb it into your body. And what is this going to do? This is going to make it that you feel more satiated during the day. You have less fog in your head. You feel more focused on tasks. And did I say satiated? But essentially your body is just gonna thrive on these nutrients. And if you find that you have a really big appetite, I recommend sticking to a lot of protein and a lot of fiber. These proteins and fibers are a lot harder for your body to break down, and they're going to make you feel a lot more full during the day. So this is going to mean sticking to primarily vegetables, meat, fruit. And something underrated that I don't really see many people speak of is the importance of potassium-rich carbohydrates within your diet, especially from like potatoes, bananas, kiwi fruit. So usually when I eat these fruits, they're just a part of my daily diet. But in the morning, because they are potassium rich, they provide a lot of electrolytes that you need for your training. So I don't even need to eat anything before I train. I just train fasted, and I usually have enough energy, and I feel really good for my workouts and crush a lot of PRs still, even though I haven't had any carbs only from the previous day. And another plus from the potassium is that you're going to feel less bloated due to its effect, its cancellation of sodium. And yeah, you're going to be a mugger. So even right now in my diet, I'm eating 1,500 calories, which is around 1,000 calories deficit for myself. And I'm eating a lot of nutrient-rich foods, a lot of potassium in my diet and protein. And even though the calories are so low, with fasting, I do feel satiated during the day and I actually don't feel too hungry. Now, what can fasting do for you? Fasting really helps me during the day. So usually I wake up at around 7, and at the moment, because my calories are so low, I eat at around 3 in the afternoon. So basically during the day, I'm just having black coffee, having salt, having water, and that really satiates me, not really think about food too much. And this creates a smaller eating window for myself. So basically, I'm gonna cram all of my meals within that 3 hour window of the day because I stop eating at 6 and I feel so full, don't really think about food too much. I found this a lot easier than rather eating my breakfast and then the rest of the day I'm like feeling hungry. So if I just delay that whole process, the better. Now, usually within my normal diet, I will fast as well, if I'm eating maintenance or in a lean bulk, but usually that won't be as extreme. I'll just fast for maybe the first 4 or 5 hours of the day and then hit my calories wherever during the day. So now, as you can tell, I'm really into diet, and when you're training or prioritizing your health in general, you need to be crazy about your diet. You need to have the information inside of your head and understand what your diet is doing for yourself. So if you guys have any more questions for me, please just let me know in the comment and I can reply to you. But till then, see you guys in the next video.